This is the Sabbath School lesson for the third quarter, 2021.
Lesson 9 from the series Rest in Christ is titled The Rhythms of Rest, ready for teaching on August 28. I'm Percy Harrold. Monday, August 23. The Command to Rest. Creation may have been very good, but it was not yet complete. Creation ended with God's rest and a special blessing of the seventh day, the Sabbath. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. Genesis 2 verse 3. The Sabbath is part and parcel of God's creation. In fact, it is the culmination of creation. God made rest and created a space for community where humanity, in those days the core family of Adam and Eve, could stop their day-to-day activities and rest side by side with their Creator. Unfortunately, sin entered this world and changed everything. There was no more direct communication with God. Instead, there were painful births, hard work, fragile and dysfunctional relationships, and on, the litany of woes that we all know so well as life on this fallen world. And still, even amid all this, God's Sabbath remains an enduring symbol of our creation and also the hope and promise of our recreation. If humanity needed the Sabbath rest before sin, how much more so after? Many years later, when God freed his children from slavery in Egypt, he reminded them again of this special day. Read Exodus 20, verses 8 to 11. What does this teach us about the importance of the Sabbath as it relates to creation? Exodus 20, beginning at verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labour and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. With this command, God calls us to remember our origins. Contrary to what so many believe, we are not the chance products of cold, uncaring, and blind forces. On the contrary, we are beings who are created in the image of God. We were created to share fellowship with God. It did not matter that the Israelites had been treated as slaves with little worth. With each Sabbath, in a special way, they were called to remember who they really were, beings made in the image of God himself. And as we read from Ellen White in The Desire of Ages, page 281, and since the Sabbath is a memorial of the work of creation, it is a token of the love and power of Christ. So to finish the day, think about how important the doctrine of a sixth-day creation is. After all, what other teaching is so important that God commands that we devote 1/7 of our lives every week, and without exception, to remembering it? What should this fact alone teach us about how crucial it is that we remember our true origins, as depicted in the book of Genesis? This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. It's supported by the Sabbath School Department and Hope Channel Australia, and is rebroadcast by Christian Record Services and through podcasts at It Is Written in the United States, Hope Channel Germany, and through Apple iTunes and SoundCloud. Remember, God is always faithful.